Hey, wow, Will here. Very excited. I have a question for you all. I have a series of questions for you all. And first off, I'd like to say that I'm very grateful for these questions. They're quite great questions, and as they give me the opportunity to try to come up with the answer and think of this stuff to share with you. And I hope you enjoy the answer. Um, I'll try my best to remember what I came up with last night. I have a little outline, but anyways, that matters. Anyways, here we go. These questions are from an account named Playlist account, and it says the questions are: What's life, Willie? Have we ever not been alive? Is the spirit in me the spirit in you? Is it happening all at once? Is something unfolding? Will it happen again? Is there a single point it's unfolding unto? Is there a purpose over and above the purpose we apply to life ourselves? And finally, is it real? And then, what is real? So, these are the questions this person asked, and as I was thinking about these questions last night, this is kind of what I came up with. So, first off, I think we all need to take a moment and acknowledge our breath. Right now, I would like for you to acknowledge your breath. Okay, did you guys all acknowledge your breath? We're all breathing? Okay, excellent. Okay, now we're going to do a little experiment. I'd like for us all to, on the count of 3, hold our breath. Okay, we're going to hold our breaths. You guys ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Not that long, but it feels good to breathe. All right, if you're still going out there, you can take a breath, get some relief for yourself. We don't need to try to beat Wim Hof here. All right, what we learned from the experiment. What did we learn from the experiment? We can't stop the breath. We cannot stop the breath. We have to breathe. Why do we have to breathe? Because the breath is life. When my body is done, I stop breathing. The breath goes out and it does not come back in. And that signals the end of my life. So the breath is life. The breath is what gives life to this body. So what is life? The breath is life. And the breath is only happening in this moment. This is the life right now. Life is right now. In this in-breath and this out-breath. This is life. We can't stop the breath. Okay, even in Kriya Yoga, they have to breathe. And the breath, 5 minutes from now, that breath doesn't matter because that breath hasn't come here yet. It's not real yet. That's not life. That's a thought. That's a concept. That's an idea. An asteroid or a comet or a meteor or whatever, a Tesla car could come flying through your window 4 minutes from now and obliterate everything. That breath 5 minutes from now never happened. We're only concerned with this breath, this life right now. As it comes in and as it goes out. We turn towards life when we start to pay attention to the breath as it is happening right now in our bodies. And the more that we pay attention to the breath as it happens right now in our body, the more we pay attention to life, real life as it's happening for you and me and everybody out there, everything that is alive, that breathes, we start to witness not only the breath and not only life, but the process of life unfolding right before our eyes. Is there a process? Yes, there is a process. What that process is starts to become very clear when you start to turn towards life and you start to pay attention to your breath. And when you find you're not paying attention to your breath, you're paying attention to something else. And that's your mind. That's the thoughts. That's the conceptual expressions that we all have. Because the breath that gives life to your life form, your body, it has another component. It's not life, it's just an aspect of the form that is animating your life. And that we can call the primary program of identification. Every life form has this. Every life form has to have this. And the human life form is a complex life form. You look at animals, other animals, they live simply. All they need to do is eat, sleep, reproduce. That's enough. The human life form, it's not enough. The human mind is so complex because the human mind can transcend time, right? I can be worried about the breath 5 minutes from now. I'm holding my breath. I don't even realize it. Right now, I'm not even breathing. I'm so worried thinking about the breath 5 minutes from now. Because if you think about this program, this primary program of identification, in order for us to adapt to our environments, to survive in our environments, we have to know who we are and what our purpose is. We have to know what we're supposed to do here. We have to know who we belong to. We have to know where we exist in terms of all the other life forms. We have to know how we relate to those other life forms. That's part of being alive, having a form that the breath gives life to, is knowing this stuff. And this is the primary program of identification. And when you're not paying attention to your life right now, when you're not paying attention to your breath right now, and you are not totally merged with the breath, you will be merged with this program, this primary program of identification, which you will witness as the expression of concepts, the thoughts, the beliefs, the ideas, the ruminations, over and over and over and over and over again, where you're worrying about what you're supposed to be 5 minutes from now, 5 days from now, 5 years from now, things that aren't even real yet, and you don't even exist. You're not even alive right now. Your mind is out of control, running wild, overtaken totally with the unreal. Bring it back to your breath. But because we have this primary program of identification, because some part of our life form has to know what it's supposed to be and what it's supposed to do, you can reconcile that. You can reconcile that with identifying with the constant that is the same in me, that is the same in you, that is the same in all life forms. And that is, if not the breath, because all things that are alive might not breathe. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. But it's the need for you to take a breath after holding your breath for a minute or 2 minutes. That need to live. I need to live. That is the same constant in every living thing. I need to live. I need to be alive. So, is the Spirit the same in me, the same in you? Absolutely. Absolutely. I am the Spirit that is in you, that is in everybody else. The same Spirit. I want to live. I'm not going to hold my breath until I stop breathing. I'm going to breathe and I'm going to live. And that is the same Spirit. I don't want to harm myself. I don't want to harm another. That is the same Spirit that is in me, that is in you, that is in every living thing, with the exception of the eaters and the eaten. But so, if you need to be something beyond the breath as it is happening right now, this life right now, be the force of life that is the same in everybody, the Spirit in everybody, the Spirit in all things. Reconcile that primary program of identification, return to the breath, and continue to witness the process of life as it is unfolding right before your eyes. Do we come back? Does this end? Does this continue? Do we start all over again, conceptually, when your life form expires? That's only determined by your thoughts, by the need for identification. Do you need to be something when your life form expires? Conceptually, that's not real. Do you need to be something? Sure. Then choose something nice. You want to come back as a flea? You want to come back as an angel? That's up to you to decide. You decide that in your mind to reconcile this need to identify with something. But as and when you return to your breath to witness the life as it is happening right now, the real life right now, you will start to see that none of that stuff matters. None of that stuff matters. That is only there for you to reconcile that need to be something. That's just a byproduct of a primary programming that oftentimes runs out of control. So take the time, make the time to exist in the life right now as it comes in and goes out. For that is the real life. What you're going to be 40 years from now, 50 years from now, 30 years from now, I don't know. That's only for this to decide, to appease this. But this is the life. This is real. This is what's happening. And as you watch this, you start to see this unfold and die, and unfold and die, and unfold and die, and unfold and die. And you start to realize that this is not real life. This is only an aspect of this life form. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed the answer to those questions. I appreciate you for asking those questions. And until next time, Wild Willie rides again.